On EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Check. We're going to sign. Yo, lady. Slam, slam, slam.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Washington. 58 yards. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Off of play action, Darnold. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And spins away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
On the set. Mike 29. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Deuce. Ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Yep. I need one over here.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Set up. 10-2, son. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 29 is the Mike. Mike, be driven.
They're going to look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Rock it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Break. Mike 29. Let's go. I'm here all day. You go take two.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, box drop.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up the fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it with Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Lady. 55 is Mike, guy. 55. Man out. Bravo.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. to stretch the lead out further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. 61, matchbox, lights, 5.
2nd and 9 now. Here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Darnold. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check nickel.
Running right, Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, G, get off the field. Red 80. Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, they touch.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Darnold now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back up.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 2nd and 4. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Here goes, son. Check right. Watching you fine. He don't know no better.
Play action. It's Darnold. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves They do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Motion, motion, motion. Reset, reset, reset. Mike, red 80. Mike.
On first down, it's Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Let's go, D.
2nd and 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. Lady. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. All day.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Red 80. 55 Mike, got 55. Hey, Echo. Check right.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, that's complete. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
There you go. Here you go, young lady. Hey, one set. Check time.
A first down throw, Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Keep going, O, keep going.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Red 80. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hey, zoom. Hey, let's get that. Right there.
Darnold from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Darnold now, pretty remarkable, 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Get that ball. Red 80.
Here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Darnold's pass, incomplete in the end zone. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Whip. What a lady. Ball shot. Lady.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch right. You got right.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, high 7. Let's go. Defense. 5.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check 26.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go. Who's that? 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Get it.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Rush in. Rush in. Yes, yes. Check 13. 29. Ready?
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Jump. Hey, Sam off. Undercrush. Guard. Hey, Charlie. 29 is the Mike.
2nd and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, tight. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. 29 is the Mike.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Check the backer, check the backer. And ready. Small, fair. Go.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Keep it up. Safe. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go. 29 is the Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Get ready. Go. I got him. He's mine. Smooth. Mike 29. Watch the sled. Hey, watch it. Switch. Check 9. Let's go.
Running with Kamara. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Let's get it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
29 is the Mike 29. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Faking the give, Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
You ain't going nowhere. Stay at home. Lady.
Darnold on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to go for a big play down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take it. Shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Go. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Grace don't travel. Press him. Mike 55.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Ready, go.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Jim, lock it. What's the
They'll run it with Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Bravo!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a first down carry by Jones. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You got it. You got it.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, it's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
25. Go, lady. Check 25. Go ahead, baby. Here we go.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.